What are you drinking?
It'll be the cannon fire for me.
Well, what would the captain recommend?
Well, if it's your first time in the Strongwater, it would have to be the Zombie King.
Zombie King? What, you have shrunken heads back there?
A few.
It's just a name, make it memorable.
You mean to tell me you've never heard the tale of the Zombie King of Balacombé? In the year of our Lord, 1736, Tyrant King Franz Albrecht Luitpold von Hugel was removed from his throne in Estandovia and banished to the Isle of
Balacombé, sure. It's a great story.
In an act of vengeance, the crew doused the Tyrant King in a barrel of blackstrap and rolled him down the sand of the shore. Von Hugel clawed his way into the jungle, the laughter of the deprecating crew echoing through the trees.
I'm sorry. What's this got to do with zombies?
In the years that followed, passing vessels would stop to heap ridicule on the former Tyrant King, some even going as far as to beat and torture him. One day, the crew of a Spanish galleon found von Hugel. But something happened. A thick fog rolled in, and with it, a frigate from another era. War-torn and weathered, her hull pockmarked by cannon fire, her sails tattered and frayed. A man approached. In his hands he carried a chest, and in a low, raspy voice he uttered these words: "A means to an end." He opened the box. Inside was a small vial. Having long wished for death, von Hugel drank the vial, waiting for the poison to take effect. But nothing happened. He turned to the seafarer. He said, "You wanted to be king, so your reign is just beginning." As the frigate disappeared into the fog, they noticed the name painted across the stern. The Hand of Fate. Furious, the Spanish crew chased von Hugel into a nearby cave. Von Hugel stood in the shadow of a waterfall. It was almost as if the unnatural rock seemed to foretell von Hugel's fate, for as the crew looked on, he seemed to be wasting away. Overcome by their superstitious nature, one of the sailors cried out, "El Rey Zombie de Balacombé!" The Zombie King of Balacombé. Lying on the floor of the dead-end grotto, ravaged and almost entirely deteriorated, von Hugel started to laugh. For the first time since he had arrived at Balacombé, he wasn't the one that was afraid. He was not the one that was powerless. As his body turned to dust, his skull rolled into a nearby pool where it was claimed by a curious octopus. To this day, echoing laughter can be heard all over the Isle of Balacombé, the kingdom of the Zombie King.
It's quite the ghost story. But when was the last time anyone even went to Balacombé?
The last ship that visited never left.
And what ship was that?
The Strongwater.